I know you're not the first person.
Okay, just leave. Go do your work.
Now, okay, so I got to tell you, the way the guy's a good auditor. My personality doesn't permit me to. I would never talk to somebody like that. Like I wouldn't be calling the cops son and all that. My demeanor would be respectful. I would act with command presence, but I would not insult or engage in any kind of ad hominem attacks, just because that's my personality. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't have the right to do that. I'm just saying as a matter of cultural norms and just being civilized that I would not do that. That's not my personality. But as a lawyer, I will fight for people like that who do behave that way, because you should be able to and want to test your public servants to make sure you can't push them. And so I want to give a compliment to this law enforcement guy that he didn't go bananas and drop this dude on his head. And that I could tell that he knew that the auditor knew the law. And so that is an example of a more highly trained officer than normal, and also an auditor that really knew what he was doing as far as knowing what the law is. Like he knew of all that. It's almost like he probably is probably somebody who watches a Chili's channel. That would be my guess. He probably has a bunch of trifolds. Let me take a look and see if there's anything else cool on this. So all I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm just taking a look. So it's not a big secret. It's bad cop surveillance. And I'm just looking at crazy stuff with bad cops. And then I'm going to go into what the law is on it. I mean, I think this is cooler than any other show I've seen about this, because I'm looking at the most popular stuff out there, and I'm going to give you my legal perspective. So my legal perspective on the last one is that if that guy had gotten arrested, that it would have been a false arrest and that he would have had a valid lawsuit. But my human perspective, being a trial lawyer, would be when you talk to people like that, and what do they call it, the 6 degrees of separation or whatever, one of those jurors is going to empathize with the officers, probably has a mother or a father, brother or sister who's a cop, whatever it might be. That's why you have to just be kind to everyone. That's why I always tell you guys. And it'll hurt him. They may find in his favor and offer him a very small amount of money. So that's just because you win doesn't mean you get money. Remember that. I always tell everybody on my show, always be courteous, considerate, and kind to everyone. But if they push you, obviously you got to be like Mad Dog Mattis, right? What did he say? Always be nice or something, but always have a plan to kill everybody you see. Mad Dog Mattis. Give me a bunch of ones for Mad Dog Mattis. One of the best generals the Marine Corps had since Chesty Puller, as far as the infantry was concerned. He was all about a lot of people don't understand why Marines love the guy. So the infantry Marines loved him so much. It's because he was a Marine's Marine. He started out as an enlisted Marine, and then he became an officer. That makes him a Mustanger, which Marines love, because Chesty was a Mustanger too. And that's just a little story for you. Mad Dog Mattis. Yeah, always have a plan. So anyways, let's get into these guys and see what these crazy guys are doing with their Darth Vader uniforms. Or maybe we can't. Maybe it's just a picture. All right, maybe that's all that we're going to see. Well, let's see what this is. Says something about them not having something about a blue wall of silence, and they're not wearing body cams. Okay, well, that's not one that's going to get us anywhere. What's going on with this guy? This looks interesting. British police officer. Let's see what he's got.
Here on Instagram.
What?
Something or other, M. Simpson. Yeah, it's you. I follow you. I follow your writing style.
Howdy.
Yeah. Because if I catch you doing what I see on videos, I'm going to arrest you for reckless driving.
Okay.
Your helmet is what gave you away. Actually, the whole entire motor group has been talking about you. Yeah, several of us follow you, discussed your riding style and what you're doing, and discuss the locations that you're at. And I'll get you on your way. I just mainly want to stop you and talk to you about your headlight. But then I realized who you were. He follows you too.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
Shit. More than 10. Can I pop my helmet off so I can hear you better?
It sucks getting hit in cars in front of you. You know that you ride not super safe. We just be frank about that. And when I heard it, I thought it was you.
I did too. I thought for sure it was you.
I said,
That's funny.
I told about your Instagram page. Just look at it. And dude, I don't want you to get killed.
Yes.
Did you see me at the Starbucks drive-thru? I'm doing what a good sergeant does.
Yeah. No tickets
Give
today.
us a shout out.
Yeah, you might make a video, yeah.
Good. Don't tell myself. Don't say, hey, there's
So that's actually pretty cool. So I was trying to share with you guys. Look, I know some people just hate cops no matter what, right? I get it. Okay. But I was trying to share with you guys in a couple of my shows. So when my dad was growing up, the 22 freeway, Garden Grove Freeway, California, it was under construction. And 22 has like nice long stretches. And so all the local kids, because they're all building dragsters, used it as a drag race, where they would race cars on quarter-mile stretches of that freeway while it was under construction. And local cops would come out and watch. And one of them's name was, oh man, gosh, it's going to take me a minute to remember. But whenever my dad, I think it was Johnny Yuma, and anytime he saw a cop, he would call him that. But I'll remember it in a minute. It might have been that. But the point is that the local police were doing what like beat cop work. I think they call it community policing now. They would just have a beat and they would just know everyone in the community. And it's like you just don't arrest Mr. Jones's brother or Mr. Jones's son, right? Because you go to church with the same people and you're integrated into the community as a police officer. And so like the old town sheriff model, right? Where you elect your sheriff and everybody respects him, and the sheriff respects you because he needs your vote to hold on to power, right? So it was more like that when my dad was growing up.